guys, welcome back to the Kneady Homesteader channel, and I am so excited to make this video for you guys today. This is a special requested video. Several of you reached out to me. You guys know that I do Bible studies every day. I do post them. I try to post the ones that I'm actively in. If they are on YouTube, I will post it over on my community tab for you guys in the morning. I know several of you have jumped in with me. There's several Bible studies that I enjoy. I will leave the links down below to the guys that you can find here on YouTube, as well as their TikTok. Opus Frere, I also belong to his Patreon, so I will leave his Patreon channel in the description as well, for his in-depth Bible studies and his read and rants. There's also one on Facebook that I just joined, so I will list that. I believe it's called Barn 45. But I'm new to that, so that's all new, and I'm actually starting those Bible. It's like a women's Bible study. I'm starting that with my girlfriend Wendy from church, so we're gonna start that this week. So I'm super excited about that. But you guys, I spend about 4 to 5 hours a day in my Bible. I don't watch TV. I don't watch any TV shows. I would rather sit and read, and I would rather sit and listen in on a Bible study. I just enjoy it, and the more I read the Bible, the more drawn to it I am. It's as my retired pastor said, it is the biggest love letter ever written. The Bible is delicious, and anything that you might be going through, that you have troubles with in your life, the answers can be found in the Bible. Now, everybody, of course, I respect everybody, so I'm just speaking out as a Christian woman, what I use and what helps me. And I know many of you were interested when you saw the Bible that I use. Now, I use about 7 Bibles, so it all depends on whose Bible study I'm in. Like Bear Independent here on YouTube, when I'm sitting in on one of his Bible studies, he uses the scriptures, so I will dive into that Bible. I have NIV, I have ESV, I've got Christian Standard when I do Tony Evans Bible studies. So it just all depends on whose Bible study I'm sitting in on. But at the end of the day, this is the one that I use every single morning. And when I just free read, this is the Bible that I use. Now, I bought mine on Amazon, so I will leave a link down below. This is the KJV version. I am not sure if they have other versions. I know they have different Bibles. But this one is called a Creative Bible because it allows you to color in it. So for those who don't know, part of my therapy, both my grief therapy and my occupational therapy, is color therapy, what they call color therapy, which is coloring. I have 2 traumatic brain injuries, and so coloring helps my memory. It also helps the connection between my brain and my hands. If you haven't tried it, you might want to give it a try. But this one is meant for you to color in. It's also a journaling Bible. So as you'll see on the side here, it's got these little fine print dots so that you can take notes. So unlike other Bibles, this Bible really is made to be written in. So that's what I do. You know, when I do a Bible study, I will write in here, and I'll color and follow along. So so that's what this looks like. Now, I added the leather Bible tabs. I'll leave a link to that. I did add the cute little fringe. I'll try to leave links to that. I can't remember if I bought this. I think the green fringe was from Etsy. I think the balls might have been from Amazon. I know the big pom-pom that I have off of my Bible is from Etsy. I'll leave a link to that. I also have a clip that goes on the side of my Bible that has ribbons So these are page markers. So if you are working on a page or working in a page, or you're in a Bible study, it just kind of I just attach it like that into my Bible. If anybody's never used ribbons before and you want to save a page, you just put a ribbon in it and it's like a bookmark. Okay, so that is separate too. I did get this one as well off of Amazon. So so that is the Bible that I use, and I love it. I take it to church with me. I go to church twice a week, Wednesday nights for Bible study and a prayer meeting, and also again on Sunday for Sunday Bible school, as well as Sunday service. So this is the Bible that I take with me, and this is the one that we read in church. My church happens to work off of the King James Version Bible mainly. So this is the version that I take with me to church. But I absolutely love this Bible. So if you're looking for something that you can write in, that you can color in, this might be the one for you. You might want to give this a try. I absolutely love it. It has been serving me well. So if you have any questions about this, let me know. Leave it down below, and I will try my very best to answer those for you. I'm just going to kind of go through some of the things that kind of help me in a Bible study. The first thing is having some sticky notes. So this is a super cute little sticky note set that you can get off of Amazon, and you can write things down quickly. You can place them in your Bible, come back to it. It comes with these little sticky tabs, little memory verses. This is super cute to throw in your Bible bag in case you just need to take down and jot down a quick note. That I always carry with me is some kind of little bag that will hold all of my pens and all of my markers. This is the one that I started with. It's nice because you can zip it down to size, and then if you need more space inside, you can just unzip it, and it has like a little expansion in it. So this is how I first started out. It's got a nice little pocket there. It's got a pen pocket here. More can fit in here, and then in the front here. But after a while, I kind of outgrew this. So I went on to something a little bit bigger, and I moved into this one, and this one was really nice. Again, I got all these off of Amazon. I'll leave links down below. This is nice because it holds bookmarks, and it will hold all the markers, but this one didn't serve me that well because I noticed that I was digging a lot, and it wasn't easy to find things. So now I've moved into this one. So this is the one that I take with me. Right now I have it empty because I have all my favorites lined out here, but I'll fill it with you and show you what it looks like. This one, it's perfect. I can see the tops of all the colors, so I can go in and grab exactly what I want. It doesn't carry too much, but it carries enough so that I can have a nice flow of different colors, because when I do my Bible studies, I color code. So that will it kind of walks us into the color coding system that I use. And I found one off of Etsy that I really love, and I loved it so much, actually I bought a couple of her kits, and I will leave her link down below. But these are the bookmarks that I use, and this is the color coding system that I use. So I just picked up a few more so that I could put them in several of my Bibles. So just to give you a quick overview, and then you would color code according to what you are learning. And then this one helps you with the books of the Bibles and which one is the law, Gospels, history, letters, wisdom, prophets, and prophecy. So they work hand in hand together. Now she has a couple of them, a couple of different styles. So I picked up a couple just because I wanted them for gifts for Christmas, for stocking stuffers. for the Bible study women that I know. So she has several that you can choose from off of her site, but these are super handy, and what I like to do is clip them all together. This is the one that I had originally made when I started color coding, and so I just like to throw a little paper clip on them and put this right in my Bible, and then that way as I'm studying I know what color I want to use depending on what I know. Now this is strictly just my opinion, of course. You guys try out what might work for you. Just because I don't particularly like something doesn't mean that it's not good. It just means that it doesn't work really well for me. When I first started, I started with my nice gel pens to write, but I learned that these do leak through the Bible, and so even though I started with these are not ideal for Bible study. And then of course, as for highlighters, I started with, you know, your traditional highlighters, but again, I learned really quickly that these bleed through. I had no idea that they made highlighters for Bibles, or pens for Bibles for that matter. So let's go through a couple and I'll show you which ones I like and which ones. Grab out a notebook just in case we want to sample a pen. A nice notebook. I have this one to throw in your Bible study bag. Is always nice to have. It's just lined paper just in case you want to write something. Now the two companies that I mainly buy from are Diverse Bees and Mr. Pens. So this is a Diverse Bee and this is a felt tip pen. So I'm just going to write my name on here so I can show you how it writes. And it's okay. I'm just not a fan of the felt tip. I'm a gel pen girl, so I really like my gel pens. So I always at least have one gel pen with me in case. And so I'm gonna throw that one in this bag here. The Diverse Bee, if you like felt tip, this might work for you, but this is not my favorite. I also bought these are Mr. Pen Fine Line felt tip pens. Also not a huge fan of these. I noticed that if you use a highlighter, so if you highlight a Bible passage and then you want to go back with a felt tip pen and underline certain words in the verses, these won't write. So not a fan of the felt tip pens. They just don't work out well for me. So even though I have them, I don't really use them. So I tuck them in my extra bag. What I do love is I love the Mr. Pen clickable pens. I think these work really, really well, and they will write even when you use a highlighter. So I do love these. So what I do is I usually carry one of these in my bag. But my favorite are these. These are also made by Mr. Pen. Hopefully my camera is going to pick that up. So they've got a square shape to them, but I find that they're comfortable and they write really well, and these do not bleed through the Bible pages, and so I love these. So I usually will pick 2 or 3 to take with me and put in my bag, and I know the gold tops are my pens, so I like those. I did try a few other types of pens. These are from a well-planned gal. They're erasable pens. They were good for homeschooling, for my homeschooling planner, but they don't work well for Bible study. So my favorite kind of highlighter to use are the crayon ones. Okay. And these are by Diverse Bee. Diverse Bee is not my favorite. I just find that they're a little dark. They're a little dark for me. And I like something a little lighter and brighter. I find when you try to highlight writing, they're just too dark. So I don't use these for Bible study. I do, however, love the Mr. Pens. These were my first set. You know, I started with like brights and pastels. And these work well. But they're not my favorite. I one day bought these because I liked the colors. They were nice and bright. And I liked the Christian label on them versus the plain ones. And I tell you, once I started using these for my Bible, I haven't looked back. So I don't take these either. These are the ones that I use. And these are just, the colors, they're so vibrant, but yet they're so light. So when I'm highlighting in my Bible, these colors just pop off the page. I absolutely love them. They're not too dark. They're bright. They're pretty. And I just love them. These are my favorite. So these are the ones that I choose to use in my Bible study. And you can get them in a pack that looks just like this. So this is, if I had to suggest, if you had to, you know, you said, Heather, what one thing, if you could just pick one out of all of them, that which one would you buy for Bible study? This is the kit that I would use. I get it on Amazon. It will give you all the clickety pens in all the different colors, so you can underline depending on your color coding. You can underline or you can highlight depending on your color coding system. I love this. This is my favorite, and these are the ones that I take with me to Bible study. So both here at home and at church. So I always have those. Now I have tried these new ones. My first ones that I tried for these were from Diversby, and now I just recently got the ones from Mr. Penn. The ones from Diversby are a little bit bigger. They're a little bit taller and a little bit thicker. I don't know if that shows up. But they both work well. So if you like a more marker, this is more like a traditional, this is more like a traditional highlighter. If you want something that's more of a traditional highlight, you'll like these, and I'll show them. I'll show how they show up in my Bible too. It's very light and they do not bleed through. They bleed, I won't say they don't bleed through, but they're a little wetter, of course, than the crayon ones. So it all depends. If you really don't like the waxy crayon ones, I would say either brand would be good. They're about the same. They work great. They're just a wetter marker, a more traditional highlighter versus the wax one. So it's all going to depend on what you prefer. But you can't go wrong with either one of these. I like them both equally, and I take all of these with me to Bible study. I am currently Bible studying the book of Samuel, 1 Samuel. And so I'm going to just kind of show you. This is one of these wetter markers, and just so that you can see how it looks highlighted, and you can see that it doesn't bleed through. But I'll use one here just to kind of highlight and show. Hopefully that's zoomed in enough. So I'm just going to go ahead and highlight chapter 3 here. I'll show you one of the pens just in case you want to highlight or underline it. But you can go right over that highlighter, and it will highlight, and you won't have any problems at all. So that is that one. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like if we use the crayon highlighter. Like I said, I like the crayon highlighter because it's bright. And then I will also show you that you can underline right underneath it. And with these pens, unlike the felt tip that will won't write, these will write. You can kind of see that. And then we're going to flip this over, and you're going to be able to see that there's no bleed through. I know many of you had that question, like, Heather, what are you using that's not bleeding through your pages for your Bible? And this is what I'm using. And these are my favorite. So I hope this helps you in some way, especially with your Bible studies, especially for those of you who are in the same Bible studies as me. in the mornings. I love that we get to hang out in the live chat. They're not my Bible studies. I know many of you have asked, where's your Bible? It's not my Bible study. I just sit in on them. So I sit in on the live chat. Sometimes I'm a chit chatter. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I just sit and, like I said, I'll color while I listen. I'll pray while I listen. It's, the more you do it, the more, for me, the more, just the more I enjoy it, and I crave it. I crave it. It's the first thing I do in the morning. I wake up at 4:30 to 5 a.m. every morning so that I have time to sit in the Word first thing in the morning. So I do this before I do anything else. Get up. I thank God that I'm alive and I'm living another day and I'm here with my babies. And then I sit and I'm in my Bible study. And it's enriched my life so much. I can't describe it any other way. It's, I'm forever changed, and this is something that I dedicate my life to, and it sets the tone for my entire day. So, when there are days, and they're very, very rare, that I don't get up and sit and read in my Bible first, they are days that I just struggle. And so this sets the entire tone for my day. And I encourage anyone who's interested to give it a try. So just dive in. There's no right, there's no wrong, just dive in. Dive into the deliciousness of the Bible. And you will love it. You know, guys, if you have any questions at all for me, let me know. I can always make another video and answer them. But I hope that this at least was helpful to some of you who are just getting started, or who have been doing Bible studies but struggling with what kind of tools to use. I always suggest, you know, add in some bookmarks, some tabs that you can easily, you know, as you're studying, you know, you can easily tab your page and get back to it. I do that a lot so I don't lose my pages. You know, there's lots of bookmarks and fun things that you can do, and grow while you're in your studies. So again, I'll leave as many links hopefully as I can remember down below in the description box for you. And if you have any questions, let me know and I'll try my very best to answer them for you. All right, guys, I'll be seeing you soon. God bless you. Bye, guys.